Hello and welcome back everyone, I'm Day-Glo Buffalo and this is Let's Play Broken Sword Shadow of the Templars. When we last left off, we were back with Nicole in her apartment. And I believe we had found a bug that was planted in our apartment. The problem is that, well, she mentioned that she found the bug. She, however, didn't confirm that she removed it, because it is not in our inventory. And as I said, there was no comment from her part. But I guess we'll just have to take it as read that she did. So, anyway, question is there anything else that we can do in the apartment? Now, all these things we've already looked at, and I don't believe there's anything else. So let's try heading outside and taking a look around the city. Now, this, yeah, Rue Jarry is where we are. This is the Carchon residence and the cafe that got blown up by the clown. Let's check back in with Imelda and see if she has anything to tell us. So this was some kind of sculpture, I guess?
Please do not finger the wires. They are high-tension titanium-coated wires, especially imported from Birmingham, in England.
This guy was either into art or wire, or both.
If they were to become freed, this superb piece of kinetic engineering would topple and fall. At the same time, the force of the recoil would take your eye out.
So it's held up by wires that I'm not sure I can see. Oh, these are the wires. I thought they were just legs. So I guess that's just the other wire?
Please do not fiddle with the wires, mademoiselle.
Yeah. So we can talk to this guard.
The smashed window hadn't been repaired yet. There was just a sheet of flimsy plastic over it.
Window wasn't smashed, it was cut open with a glass cutter. It was a very, very surgical operation. Oh no, I thought the hand had appeared and there was something that we could pick up, but instead it's just a hand showing that we can walk off screen. So let's talk to the doorman.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Bonjour, mademoiselle.
Can I ask what you're doing?
I am guarding the scene of a terrible and heinous crime.
Yeah, this statue. Tell me about it.
Au contraire, mademoiselle. This statue is a pure and visionary statement. A comment upon man's self-imposed isolation within a debased societal framework.
Not a crime, then?
The only crime you will find here is the murder of the great Monsieur Carchon.
No. How dramatic.
I know. Here in this very building, no less. It is top secret, but according to Carchon's wife, the killer was dressed as a mime. Police believe there was an accomplice, a young female journalist. Even as we speak, she is being hotly pursued up and down the land. No stone is being left unturned.
Good place to look for a journalist, officer.
We police are no fools.
Evidently.
This thing also would be a very, very handy ladder to get up to the window. I wonder who placed it there. So let's see, we can talk about Carchon. I presume this is the wires, or the mime, or anything in our inventory. Well, if we go through the whole inventory, that might take a while.
How was Monsieur Carchon killed?
He was shot in cold blood with a gun.
Why was he dressed as a mime?
I have my own theory. Either he was mad,
Or
or he was a real mime. trying to throw us all off the scent by cunningly not wearing a disguise.
How long have you been in the police force?
All my life, mademoiselle.
It shows.
Thank you.
He was shot with a gun, as opposed to being shot with an ostrich? I don't know.
Why would a mime kill Monsieur Cochon?
He was a hired killer, I expect. Everybody knows mimes don't leave prints.
And everybody knows mimes are evil.
You must be quite an aficionado of modern art.
Au contraire, I adore it. In fact, I dabble myself.
Oh, really? I used to dabble myself, but I managed to quit in the end.
Okay, and we backed out of the conversation.
Monsieur?
Mademoiselle?
Are these just the same questions that we already asked?
How would you like a nice air clip like this?
I must warn you, mademoiselle, that I have been trained to resist such improper advances.
Wow. That's pretty handy for him.
What do you think of this boat ticket?
Mademoiselle, if you think taking me on a boat trip down the Seine is going to get me into bed with you, then you are mistaken. I have been trained to resist women offering boat tickets, and men, too. We are up to date on gender issues, you know.
That is strangely specific. Women offering boat tickets.
What do you think of this pretty cloth?
Wait a minute. What is this? I have seen this before, but where? Of course! Now I remember. At my dear grandmama's. Bless her little dressing table.
Maybe his grandmama is all tied up in this. Is there really any point in going through all this? 'Cause that's the crypto quote that we did. Let's just check that these are the same conversation options that we already had.
How was Monsieur Cochon killed?
He was shot in cold blood.
What?
I have...
Oh,
Or...
how long?
Or...
It shows.
Thank you.
Yep, that's just the same old conversation that we already had. So... Wait, how do we get out? Why is there no arrow to back us out of the conversation?
Why would a mime kill?
You must.
Oh,
Oh, really?
Anyway. So. I guess we cannot go in then?
I'm sorry, mademoiselle. This is a crime scene, and I cannot permit you to pass beyond this point.
So maybe we have to do something to the wires, but the question is what? Doesn't seem like we have anything that is terribly useful on wires. Unless maybe this? No. So, I guess we'll try the chandelle verte. I thought that maybe we could get into the toolbox, but I guess no such luck.
The door was locked.
Do we have to take her through the sewers as well?
I didn't need to call anyone.
Oh. They're boarding up the cafe.
Hello, could I ask you some questions?
That depends. Are you a cop?
No, I'm a journalist.
Bit late, aren't you? They already took away the body.
I'm doing a follow-up on this story.
So this is him. Is this the policeman?
Tell me, are you related to the workman I saw digging the hole?
Don't talk to me about flobage. Pah!
Okay.
He just won a fortune on the horses and he won't give me a cent.
Well, it's his money.
When he was broke, he was happy to touch me for a loan. Brothers should look after each other, he used to say. He's changed his tune, now he's brassed up.
Wow, so the horse won. See, there is an arrow that gets you out of the conversation, but I don't think we had that in the last one.
You're doing a fine job.
Damn right I am. You should be writing about me, not that idiot that got blown up.
The heroes who pick up the pieces when disaster strikes.
Exactly.
Well, give me your best smile and maybe I'll put your picture in the article.
Oh, right. Just give me a minute to do my hair.
Oh, maybe were we supposed to do something while he was fussing with his hair?
Hello?
Yes.
We could have snuck past him. Let's ask him about the policeman first, then we go back to the hair thing.
Have the police finished with the crime scene?
What does it look like? I got orders to board up the windows, and that's what I'm doing.
So the body's been removed?
I certainly hope so, or it'll stink to high heaven when they take down these boards.
Shouldn't you check?
Are you kidding? They don't pay me enough to put up boards, let alone check for dead bodies.
Got a point.
I need to take some more pictures.
Of course. My pleasure. Just give me a moment.
The police had removed the body, but nothing else looked disturbed.
So I just presumed he would have stopped us if we tried to walk in. I hope he's not going to board us inside. So we got a broken mirror. And something is reflecting there.
A panel had been blown away, revealing a gap. From this angle, I could see that something had been lodged in the gap behind the pipes. From this angle, I could...
Okay. So back here?
Behind the table were some damaged pipes. Voila! The police and forensic teams had missed a vital piece of evidence. Some kind of pouch. On the pouch was the cross symbol of Carchon's organization. I was on the right track.
What is in the pouch, though?
On the pouch was inside the pouch were two items. A strange metallic artifact and a letter in some kind of code.
Oh, another crypto quote?
Another coded message using the same cipher system. So, Plantard was involved with Carchon.
All right, here we go again. Okay. So, yeah. This time we don't have Pierre at the beginning or at the end. But this is probably Plantard, because Plantard. So, whoops, pressed on the wrong letter. So let's start off with this. It's as good a starting point as any. We'll know soon enough if we're wrong or not. So we need the W with a piece missing. The slope with a circle. Here it is. The circly thing. R, and the U is the D. Ah, and then here we should have Pierre. This one, and the lowercase n. Pierre, the bard O, probably a K. Plantard, Pierre killed. Why am I reading this in a French accent? Plantard, Pierre killed. Murderer, probably? So this thing is an F. And the same thing turned over is a U. Murderer must. So this lambda is an S. Must. This guy is an H. And this guy is a V. Must have. Followed, maybe? So let's see. The backwards C is an F. This guy is an O. And this one's a double. No. That was wrong. Yeah, I did this. I keep clicking on the wrong thing, apparently. Followed trail. This is a T from Arno, and it was Yamada, wasn't it? He will probably come for us now. We must be vigilant. Thierry's girl broke into Pierre's safe. She worries me. Imelda. Ooh, Imelda sent this.
Plantard. Pierre killed. Murderer must have followed trail from Arno and Yamada. He will come for us now. We must be vigilant. Thierry's girl broke into Pierre's safe. She worries me. Imelda. So much for Imelda's innocence. Plantard was working for her, and for Canchon. But why did Plantard want to meet? Was it a trap? Or maybe he was in too deep and needed me to tell the story, whatever the story was. One thing was clear. It was a story worth killing for.
So, apparently, Imelda figured out that we didn't really break into the safe. We opened the safe, even though I believe we grabbed the key without telling anybody. We sold the key, not the safe, or didn't break into the safe. But is this the other thing that was in the pouch?
The artifact had a sword laid across scales, the scales of justice. I wondered if this connected to the room at the quayside.
Ah, yes! There was a hole in the wall in the room at the quayside. So let's see. Decrypted message. It was written to Plantard by Imelda. She was clearly part of the organization and lied to me. Her front was a complete sham. Oh. So the police missed evidence in the cafe. Not that I'm surprised. Found a pouch with another coded letter and a strange metal object with a familiar symbol. She warns Plantard that the murderer will come after them. Plantard must have really wanted to tell me or show me something. That's it so far. So, oh, there's something here.
There was nothing of interest beyond some bloody debris.
Okay, there was a thing of interest. That tells me there's nothing of interest. Is there anything else in here? I guess not.
Hey, what about my photos?
Oh, of course. How could I forget?
Well, I'm waiting. Get your camera out.
Camera. Oh, I forgot. It broke.
Alors, they should never send a woman to do a man's job.
Well, this woman had fooled him easily enough and found the evidence the police had missed.
Okay, so we can go back up the road. Can we? Yes, we can go back here. Let's see if... Was it George? The other guy? If he missed anything of any value. Doesn't seem we can interact with any of these things.
The pipes weren't going to help my investigation.
Oh, you never know.
There might have been clues down there, but I was relieved I didn't have a sewer key.
A sewer key? Oh, is it closed again? Okay. No, it looked open to me, but I guess not, so let's see if we can get back.
The strange metal artifact I found in Plantard's pouch had pointed back to the quayside.
Ile de la Cité, an hour later. Again, an hour later. Always takes an hour to get here. So this is the same old dialogue that we had before, probably.
The cross looked familiar. I'd seen it before.
Yes, he did, many times by now. Well, left everything open. Although we can't just walk in there, so we have to do the old lifting up of the cross, propping it up with a bullet. Here we go. There it is. Oh, I always forget to click and drag and not just click and then drag. Or click and then just move. So, whoop. Wait, was there more now? No. I need this to stick in here. Does it open up now, or do we have to? Yeah, this time it works. Oh, we even left the electricity on.
A door like that always has something important behind it. I had to find a way to unlock it.
Do we actually check this desk?
I wasn't going to find anything in this old desk. It hadn't been used for years.
Guess not. So let's try and stick this guy in here.
Plantard's key fitted the lock, so he must have used this place too.
So let's see. Documents?
A photograph had been torn up.
We might have the other half.
If I could just arrange the pieces.
Oh, okay. Well, that's us. Isn't it? Kind of looks like us. The fragments must be arranged so that the whole of the photograph is within the available space. No,
oh my
that's...
God. It can't be.
Well, it's not us. At least I don't think. Well, the obvious thing is to try and put together the outside first. Oh, there we go. Okay, so the rift goes away completely. So I guess this goes here, yes. Then we need this guy. This seems awfully small. Yeah, there's more vertical pieces. And there's something missing there. Looks like. Okay. No, that doesn't look right. These don't fit. That's better. These two go together. That's the background. No, these don't. Well, that kind of fits. But this fits here. This goes here. And this and...
There was no doubt about it. It was a picture of my father.
So, we found the second half of
Papa,
the picture.
oh God. After what I'd gone through, I thought I could face anything, but not this. My father, the one person in the whole world who I truly admired, standing with Cachon while those murderers carried on with their evil work. My father, grinning at the camera. I couldn't believe it. I realized that I desperately needed to get to the bottom of this story, and that I really needed George.
For what? I guess there was nothing else of any interest in that safe or whatever it was. Later that afternoon. All right. No, nothing new here. I don't think, at least. No. Let's try and talk to Fleur.
Oh, hi.
Bonjour, monsieur. Would you like me to foretell your future?
No thanks.
I'm very good. It only takes a minute.
Thanks all the same, but I'm not superstitious. Besides, if it only takes a minute, that's not much of a future to look forward to.
There's a gnome with a bicycle.
Do you know a young woman called Nicole Collard?
Yes, I do. She lives upstairs from me in the apartment block across the street. The door isn't locked, but you'll need to give it a gentle nudge. It sticks, you see, because of the damp. The landlord said he'd fix it before winter sets in. He's been saying that for 3 years.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't be telling this to some random guy who just shows up.
Are the flowers for sale?
Oui, monsieur.
Okay. I'll take a bunch of those white ones.
I wouldn't do that if I was you.
No?
They are lilies, monsieur. Some people associate them with death.
Yikes. Thanks for telling me. What other flowers do you have?
Dahlias?
What do they signify?
Insecurity?
I don't want to give her the wrong idea about me. What about the tall yellow
So
ones?
he's insecure about
Those
that.
are iris, the flame of passion.
And the little yellow ones?
Sensuality.
Well, they're no use to me. I want to make an impression, not jump down her throat. I've changed my mind. Will you tell my fortune?
You're going on a long journey.
My, oh my. What a surprise. Can you tell me anything I don't already know? How long has Mademoiselle Collard lived here?
A few months. She's in for a shock when the cold weather comes. Drafty windows, insufficient heating. It's a struggle to keep warm. The only reason I stay is because the rent is cheap. Your young lady, she deserves better.
Do you recognize this nose?
No, monsieur.
Doesn't seem like we can
See you
get
later.
That's right, monsieur. You will.
anything useful out of her. And, well, I think we'll go upstairs and see Nicole in the next part. So for now, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like or a comment below. Subscribe to stay up to date. And I will see you in the next part, hopefully. So until then, have a good one.